I'm so glad I managed to catch you. Yeah, I know. Look, I'm feeling really tired myself, to be honest, but I saw your text message saying you weren't feeling well. Yeah, I just wanted to check up on you. Are you okay? Is there anything I can do? That bad? I'm so sorry, my friend. No, that's fine. It's my pleasure to call and see how you are. That's what friends are for, right? I'm really sorry you're feeling so iffy though. You know what you need? You need a nice bowl of soup, a steaming cup of tea, and a good book. Or a nice movie playing in the background. I'm thinking probably something like Lord of the Rings, something fantastical, something dreamy, a perfect movie to get lost in. But hey, you're doing amazing, right? No, I really mean that. I know you're feeling terrible, but you're resting, you're relaxing, you're looking after yourself, and that's important. Staying hydrated and eating, even though you don't feel like it necessarily. Did you eat today? Promise? Alright, you better have. And if you didn't, you better eat something right now. Even if it's something small. Please do that, okay? Pretty please? Good. I'm proud of you. Oh, and water too. You better go and fill up your cup if you haven't already. And hey, I just wanted to say, I know it doesn't feel like it, but you are doing great. I do. I really think that. Yeah. And I guess I wanted to take a moment to say that I'm really proud of you. All that you've been doing, the last days, the last weeks, I know you've had a lot on your plate, and I think you're doing an amazing job handling it all. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Being super introverted myself, it sometimes takes all of my energy just to get through my day, even if I'm not doing much. And that's an accomplishment when I'm healthy. So it's even more so when I'm sick. So same for you. You are doing amazing, okay? Getting through your days, doing your chores, looking after yourself the best you can. Amazing. Absolutely amazing, my friend. No, that's okay. You're totally welcome. That's my pleasure. I really mean everything I said there. Yeah, I know I got a little mushy there, but I really value your friendship and who you are as a person. You are valid, okay? Yes, you are valid. And you're my friend, 500% my friend. Now, I know your body's entire energy is focused on recovering, but it's important too that you try to relax. Yeah, it's important. You need to relax. Well, are you reading anything at the moment? Oh, okay. Do you mind if I read you something? Awesome. Oh, what will I read you? I'm currently reading this book called 7 Centuries of Poetry in English. Yeah, it's pretty fun, seeing what kind of amazing stuff that people have written in the last 7 centuries. And I love reading poetry, especially when it's from a long time ago. And this is spread out obviously over 7 centuries, so plenty of old stuff in here. Yeah, the only thing I'm sad about with this book is that when I put it away in my bookshelf, the cover got a little bit, got a little bit bent. One of the corners is folded in, and I tried to fix it, but it didn't really work. That's okay. That happens. Oh, do you hear that? You don't? Oh, it's probably too faint. You can't hear it on the phone. Hold on, let me go and open my window. Isn't that so nice? If I lay down on my bed and close my eyes, I'll so fall asleep. I swear I will. Yeah, you can if you want. Please, I won't take any offense. No, it's fine, you're sick. Don't even worry. But yeah, I love that rain sound. I'm honestly such a pluviophile. I used to fall asleep with rain in my ears every night for something like 2 years in a row, every single night. Why did I stop? Well, these days, I like falling asleep to complete silence. I don't know why. Yeah, to each their own. Yeah, definitely. Alright, well, let's get reading. So, you get comfortable, you just lie down, take it easy, relax. Close your eyes. Go on. Alright, good. And I'll just be over here, the rain pattering away, reading some poetry from the last 7 centuries. Sound good? Alright, good. Oh, but promise me though, if you feel yourself getting sleepy, you just completely succumb to it, yeah? Just let go. Let sleep wash over you. Don't fight it. We need you resting and recovering, okay? Alright, good. Here we go. Grab the book, and I'll probably read a bit softer than I've been talking, if that's okay, just in case you do fall asleep. Okay, good. Alright. So this first poem is by D.H. Lawrence. Oh yeah, I was going to talk a bit softer. Maybe I'll even whisper a little bit. This first poem is by D.H. Lawrence, and it says here he wrote it in 1918, which is pretty cool. That's over 100 years ago now. So the first poem is called Piano. Here we go. Softly in the dusk, a woman is singing to me, taking me back down the vista of years till I see a child sitting under the piano in the boom of the tingling strings, and pressing the small, poised feet of a mother who smiles as she sings. In spite of myself, the insidious mastery of song betrays me back till the heart of me weeps to belong to the old Sunday evenings at home with winter outside, and hymns in the cozy parlor, the tinkling piano our guide. So now it is vain for the singer to burst into clamor, with the great black piano appassionato, the glamour of childish days is upon me, my manhood is cast. Down in the flood of remembrance, I weep like a child for the past. This next poem is by someone called Wallace Stevens. It's called The Snowman, and he wrote it in 1923, which is almost 100 years old now. One must have a mind of winter to regard the frost and the boughs of the pine trees crusted with snow, and have been cold a long time, to behold the junipers shagged with ice, the spruces rough in the distant glitter of the January sun, and not to think of any misery in the sound of the wind, in the sound of a few leaves, which is the sound of the land, full of the same wind that is blowing in the same bare place. For the listener who listens in the snow, and nothing himself beholds, nothing that is not there, and the nothing that is. This next poem is by Robert Frost. It was written in 1914, and I'm pretty sure I actually read this in high school, but I can't remember. It's called Mending Wall. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that sends the frozen groundswell under it, and spills the upper boulders in the sun, and makes gaps even two can pass abreast. The work of hunters is another thing. I have come after them and made repair, where they have left not one stone on a stone, but they would have the rabbit out of hiding, to please the yelping dogs. The gaps I mean, no one has seen them made or heard them made, but at spring mending time we find them there. I let my neighbor know beyond the hill, and on a day we meet to walk the line, and set the wall between us once again. We keep the wall between us as we go, to each the boulders that have fallen to each, and some are loaves, and some so nearly balls, We have to use a spell to make them balance. Stay where you are until our backs are turned. We wear our fingers rough with handling them. Oh, just another kind of outdoor game. One on a side. It comes to little more. There where it is, we do not need the wall. He is all pine, and I am apple orchard. My apple trees will never get across. And eat the cones under his pines, I tell him. He only says, good fences make good neighbors. Spring is the mischief in me, and I wonder if I could put a notion in his head. Why do they make good neighbors? Isn't it where there are cows? But here there are no cows. Before I built a wall, I'd ask to know what I was walling in or walling out, and to whom I was like to give offense. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down. I could say elves to him, but it's not elves exactly, and I'd rather he said it for himself. I see him there, bringing a stone grasped firmly by the top, in each hand, like an old stone savage armed. He moves in darkness, as it seems to me, not of woods only and the shade of trees. He will not go behind his father's saying, and he likes having thought of it so well, he says again, good fences make good neighbors. This next one is by a poet called W.B. Yeats. He wrote this in 1916, and it's called The Wild Swans at Cool. The trees are in their autumn beauty. The woodland paths are dry. Under the October twilight the water mirrors a still sky. Upon the brimming water, among the stones, are 59 swans. The 19th autumn has come upon me, since I first made my count. I saw, before I had well finished, all suddenly mount, and scatter, wheeling in great broken rings, upon their clamorous wings. I have looked upon those brilliant creatures, and now my heart is sore. All's changed since I, hearing at twilight, the first time on this shore, the bell beat of their wings above my head, trod with a lighter tread. Unwearied still, lover by lover, they paddle in the cold. Companionable streams or climb the air, their hearts have not grown old. Passion or conquest, wander where they will, attend upon them still. But now they drift on the still water, mysterious, beautiful. Among what rushes will they build? By what lake's edge or pool? Delight men's eyes when I awake some day, to find they have flown away. But now they drift on the still water, mysterious, beautiful. Among what rushes will they build? By what lake's edge or pool delight men's eyes when I awake some day, to find they have flown away? This is a poem by Emily Bronte, written in 1846, called Remembrance. Cold in the earth and the deep snow piled above thee, far, far removed, cold in the dreary grave, have I forgot, my only love, to love thee, severed at last by time's all-weavering wave. Now, when alone, do my thoughts no longer hover over the mountains on Angora's shore, resting their wings where heath and fern leaves cover that noble heart for ever, evermore. Cold in the earth, and 15 wild Decembers from those brown hills have melted into spring. Faithful indeed is the spirit that remembers, after such years of change and suffering. Sweet love of youth, forgive if I forget thee, while the world's tide is bearing me along. Sterner desires and darker hopes beset me, hopes which obscure but cannot do thee wrong. No other sun has lightened up my heaven, no other star has ever shone for me. All my life's bliss from thy dear life was given. All my life's bliss is in the grave with thee. But when the days of golden dreams had perished, and even despair was powerless to destroy, then did I learn how existence could be cherished, strengthened and fed without the aid of joy. Then did I check the tears of useless passion, weaned my young soul from yearning after thine, sternly denied its burning wish to hasten, down to that tomb already more than mine. And even yet I dare not let it languish, dare not indulge in memory's rapturous pain. Once drinking deep of that divinest anguish, how could I seek the empty world again? And this next one is called Stars, also by Emily Bronte, also written in 1846. Ah, why, because the dazzling sun restored my earth to joy, have you departed, every one, and left a desert sky? All through the night your glorious eyes were gazing down in mine, and with a full heart's thankful sighs I blessed that watch divine. I was at peace, and drank your beams, as they were life to me, and reveled in my changeful dreams like petrel on the sea. Thought followed thought, star followed star, through boundless regions on, while one sweet influence near and far thrilled through and proved us one. Why did the morning rise to break so great, so pure a spell, and scorch with fire the tranquil cheek where your cool radiance fell? Blood red he rose, and arrow straight his fierce beams struck my brow. The soul of nature sprang elate, but mine sank sad and low. My lids closed down, yet through their veil I saw him blazing still, and bathe in gold the misty dale and flash upon the hill. I turned me to the pillow then, to call back night and see your words of solemn light again throb with my heart and me. It would not do, the pillow glowed, and glowed both roof and floor, and birds sang loudly in the wood, and fresh winds shook the door. The curtains waved, the wakened flies were murmuring around my room, imprisoned there till I should rise and give them leave to roam. O stars and dreams and gentle night, O night and stars return, and hide me from the hostile light that does not warm but burn, that drains the blood of suffering men, drinks tears instead of dew. Let me sleep through his blinding rain, and only wake with you. Oh, I was so caught up in my reading, I didn't even notice you've actually been asleep for a while now. At least it seems like it. I better go and have some dinner myself. But I'll leave my phone here by the window so you can keep listening to the rain as you sleep. I'll talk to you soon, my friend. I'm so believing for full health and recovery for you. You're awesome. I'm so glad to know you. Alright, talk soon.